So hello everyone, welcome to Kalam Main's answer writing program. So in this particular question, we'll be discuss actually what is the South China Sea dispute and why the Asian countries they are having the maritime claim on this sea. Okay, and why and what is the official position of India. So all those things we'll be discussing in this particular question, and this question asked in the year 2016, and that year is very much important related to the South China Sea because in the year 2013, so before 2013, because this South China Sea issue started from 1947. So in the year 1947, so China started claiming, so that is a maritime claim on the South China Sea, and from the year 1947, so no other countries having the claim because there was no much recognized natural resources in this sea. So because presently the South China Sea is very rich in the natural gas, oil, and this is very much important, like strategically on the trade. Strategically is very important for the trade because around 5 trillion trade took place between the South China Sea, Pacific Ocean, and Indian Ocean through the Strait of Malacca, and that's why the South China Sea is very much important. And along with China, most of the Asian countries like Philippines, Brunei, Vietnam, Cambodia, they are also having the maritime claim on this particular sea. So when the Philippines so went to the International Court of Arbitration, so because before 2013, so China was having China claimed on the South China Sea, and that's why Philippines also approached International Court of Arbitration. And in the year 2016, the International Court of Arbitration very categorically has given the verdict that so China alone cannot claim on the South China Sea, rather than most of the Asian countries or the border countries having the claim on the resource exploitation of the resources in the South China Sea. So this is the actual issue, and India is not taking any side because India should maintain the India should be neutral because India following the Act East policy. Okay, Act East policy, and again the India's bilateral relations with Asian countries is really good, and right now it is growing trend. So that's why India has to maintain its neutrality. Okay, that is the official neutrality. Now we'll see the what is the actual dispute, and why the countries they are claiming on it. Okay, so those things will now we'll discuss. So here the first and foremost important thing you have to remember is, so China is one of the China is one of the largest, China is one of the developing country. Okay, and just 1 minute. Okay, so here you have to remember, so USA on another side, China is on another side, and here India is there. Okay, and USA is the largest economy in the world based on the GDP, and China is the largest manufacturing market in the world. And right now there is a trade war between USA and China to become the global power. So anyway USA is the global power, but right now China is trying to become a global power. And so US and the relation between the USA and India is good, but if we think the relation between the India and China, it is not that much good as we are having with the USA. So that's why always USA and India having the soft corner with their bilateral relations, and at the same time India and China relation is declining. Okay, and that's why India is not intervening or interfering in this particular South China Sea dispute, so rather than India making the official neutrality. Okay, now we'll see the model answer, and we'll discuss remaining points over there only. So here, okay, just 1 minute. Yes, okay. So South China Sea holds a tremendous strategic importance for its location, as it is connecting link between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean through the Strait of Malacca. Sorry. So this is very much important because this connects the Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean, and around 5 trillion trade took place through this route, and that's why South China Sea plays very vital role in the maritime route. And again, according to the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, that is UNCTAD, so one third of the global shipping passes through it means passes through the Strait of Malacca and passes through the South China Sea, and carrying around 5 trillion of trade. This point is very important. 5 trillion of trade took place or takes place through the South China Sea and Strait of Malacca, and which makes it a more significant geopolitical water body. Okay, so because $5 trillion trade means it is not a small amount. Okay, so that's why South China Sea is very much important. So next point. So here, okay, so you have to draw a simple diagram in the exam, because you will get more marks as compared to the average marks. Okay, so here, so this South China Sea, okay, South China Sea having two important group of islands, that is a Parcel Island and the Spratly Island. So on the Parcel Island, so the countries like Taiwan, China, Vietnam, Cambodia, they are having the maritime claiming. And again on the Spratly Island, so Philippines, again China, Brunei, so these countries having the maritime claim on this particular island. And these islands are very huge or very much rich in the natural resources like natural gas and the oil, and they are very much helpful for the maritime trade. Okay, that's why these countries are claiming on this particular water body. So next point, according to the Department of Environment and Natural Resources of Philippines, so this sea means the South China Sea has one third of the entire world's maritime biodiversity. This point is very much important. So this South China Sea having one third of world's maritime biodiversity and contains the lucrative fisheries. Okay, contains lucrative fisheries means it is the very best or the suitable zone for fishing, and providing the food security to the Southeast Asian nations. So most of the Southeast nations dependent on the food security on this South China Sea, because it provides the food security through the fishing activities. Okay, and next point, just 1 minute. Okay, so next point here, South China Sea. Okay, South China Sea. So South China Sea is believed to have a huge oil, that is very important, huge oil and natural gas reserves. So beneath its seabed, so beneath the seabed of South China Sea, there is a huge deposit of oil and as well as natural gas, and which is very important economically. So this is very much important economically. And the another important point, so the tussle for the hegemony. Okay, tussle for the hegemony between the USA and China. So USA is already the global power and China is always trying to become a global power, and that's why this is the main tussle for the hegemony. And a strong partnership of USA with Philippines nowadays. So the USA having the soft corner towards the Philippines, and it extending its bilateral relations towards the Philippines, and that is the big problem for the China. Okay, and its policy of big stick and pivot to Asia, and which is mainly to curb the growing power of China here. So USA are playing very vital role, because the USA is extending its bilateral relations with Philippines and with the Asia to curb the growing power of China, and that is the main tension for the China. Okay, and in Asia Pacific region have led increase the militarization in the sea, which is constant region for the upsetting China. So the USA is extending its bilateral relations with Asia and Philippines, and that is the main region. So the China is getting tensed, and that's why it is claiming its maritime claim on the South China Sea. Okay, and again China's ambitious maritime Silk Route, that is one belt one road, passes through this water body. And so again China having this ambitious program, or the ambitious you can say ambitious program to connect the Asia with the European countries. Okay, so therefore this water body is very much important for China, okay, because it has to become a global power. And again one more point. So to fulfill its dream of one belt one road initiative, it should have the that sovereignty on the South China Sea, and that's why it is always trying to claim on this maritime water body. Okay, and at the end you can conclude the answer with the positive note or the optimistic note. So here the South China Sea situation will only be settled when the bordering countries means like Vietnam, Cambodia, and Brunei and Philippines, Vietnam, okay, these bordering countries should change their mindsets of exploitation of the resources to conservation and effective management of the richest marine ecosystem, because this South China Sea is very rich in the marine biodiversity and marine ecosystem. So that's why these bordering countries should focus on the management, the effective management and conservation of this marine ecosystem, rather than focusing on the exploitation of the resources. Okay, so this is there for today. And one more point you have to mention, the stand of the India. So here India is so much conscious about its official position. India is not taking the part towards the dispute or towards the it is not supporting any its Asian countries, because India is very much particular about its Act East policy. Okay, Act East policy, and nowadays India having the very good relation with the Asian countries, and to strengthen its good relation with the Asian countries, so India should not intervene or they interfere in this dispute. So and again India is fighting to become the permanent member in the United Nations Security Council, and most of the Asian countries supporting for this India's whatever India is thinking, no, to become the member of United Nations Security Council. So again we are having the support of these Asian countries. That's why we should make the neutrality in this dispute and in this water body. So this is there for today, and please note the question for tomorrow. So for tomorrow the question will be, so whereas the British planters had developed tea gardens all along the Sivaliks and lesser Himalayas from the Assam to Himachal Pradesh, in effect they did not succeed beyond the Darjeeling region. So this is very much important, because and again this question asked in the year 2014. And so what is the main threats so that the Britishers cannot exceed or cannot cross the Darjeeling area in the tea plantation? Okay, what were the factors, those things we'll discuss we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay, so I will stop here. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.